Yeah, so heartfelt retreats are about bringing a group of women together, women who, something's calling them to step into this space at this time to do their work. It's actually quite a commitment. So it's about creating a space and a well-paced program that will support them in that process.
I think the program works really well. Is this our 5th time? Sixth time of running the program, and it works. And the combination, I think, of the one-on-one coaching and the workshops, and then the nurturing and through the food and the container that we hold works really well.
And it starts early. It starts with sunrise yoga. So the work is done not just in the head, but it's done in the heart and through the body. So we bring that in from sunrise, and it goes to meditation. I think that's so important, that part. Every piece seems to fit together. And as you say, the food, it's a nourishing, safe, supportive environment, and it resonates through the food, through the activities, through the conversation.
I think balance is the word that comes to mind. I think it's a really balanced program.
Balanced, yes. And it's respectful. Like people are doing their work in their own way, in their own time, and so the program and the way we work and all the different activities and the forms of working with people, it allows each person to do their work in their own time. So it's respectful.
The question is, what is its purpose?
So there's many purposes, I think, but primarily it's about people connecting in with who they are in this moment. In this moment in time, who are they, and what really matters at this time in their lives. Many people aren't clear on that. They're living their lives, they're going on, and it's a life that maybe doesn't have joy in it or doesn't have purpose. So I think that's the first thing we do.
Absolutely, so I agree. They're really stopping and taking the time to connect in, and it's kind of requires a lot of courage to show up to who you are. Who am I, and is this serving me? And what really matters? And am I serving that?
So people get stuck in these really old narratives, and you see it. As externals, we see what's happening with people, and these old narratives, these old stories that are just keeping them small and stuck. And so we help them shift into what's possible, what's possible in a new way, a new story, a new way of being.
And it's so important that the program, to enable that, is that it's not just a whole lot of learning and classroom work, it's experiential. They get a lot of new content and new skills and tools and frameworks, but if they can't start to embody the possibility and to know what that feels like, they're not going to create real change in real time. It won't last.
And I think that's our learnings through the years of work that we've done, is that it's critical that people leave here and they've got the tools that will sustain the changes that they make. Too many times people go away on retreats and it feels lovely and it's a bit like a love fest, and then they go home, they don't change, they can't sustain it. So I think that's a really good part of the program, is giving them tools, and it's the embodiment that they hold within them. But then the nudges, the scaffolding to sustain the change that they've made.
You're right. So, like when it's working well, like here on retreat, it's easy. It's a loved up environment. They're being nourished. It's when they're back in their lives and the going gets tough. And the going gets tough and we fall back into old patterns. If we can't help them in the moment step into the point of difference that they know they need and have committed to themselves, we're not serving them.
No. And if they haven't got to the crux of the issue, because a lot of people we hear have been to therapists, they've done a whole lot of other stuff, but it's missed the point. So if they don't get to the point, the absolutely crux of what matters for them, they're not going to be able to sustain the change either.
Absolutely.
So why is the work at Heartfelt Retreat so important to you both?
Yeah. So I have to put my hand on my heart when I say this. This is about, it sounds so corny, so it's about bringing more heart and love into this world. It's as simple as that. It's in me, and I know that I need it, and I know that it's what we all need. And if I can, through this work with you and what we have here, which is just so extraordinary, if we can help people access more of this, we are creating a more heartfelt world.
Yeah, I agree. Same.
Yeah.
And I think for me, right now in my life, it's my purpose. It's my meaning and purpose, and it's why I get up every day and do what I do. And I think we model this incredible relationship, loving relationship that people can see.
We
possible.
hold each other accountable, Sal. It's not always easy, but we support one another and we hold each other accountable, and therefore we hold ourselves accountable. We lift one another when we need it, so we do model this. And you know, the other thing, it's not just about health and well-being. That is absolutely so important to me. And you know, we come from helping backgrounds. That's always been part of my identity. It's not just about that, but it's about freedom.
Absolutely.
You know, releasing, freeing up. Life is hard.
Yeah, and I suppose we've both had our own life experiences and know
Maybe.
and know what it feels like. What it feels like to be free of that. And I just want everyone to have that opportunity to feel that freedom.
And the place of joy you can tap into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why should people come to one of your heartfelt retreats?
Well, to get a bit of this. to feel joy in their lives, to feel love in their lives, to know that their life has meaning and purpose and they're living a congruent life. That's why they should come.
Maybe even meet themselves for the first time. You know, like really connect in and get to know that person, and not just get to know them, but actually soften to them, listen to what's needed, and love that person.
Yeah. They might just fall in love with themselves.
And you know, we find that we get this sort of kumbaya kind of cynicism that comes at us, and yet, you know, that's why they should come. That's why, you know, the whole world could do with this.
Yeah, it changes people's lives.
Absolutely, Sal.
Yeah.
We keep hearing it over and over and over again. It's lasting transformation.
If there was only one thing that you'd want your guests to take away with them, what would it be?
So one thing is if they can truly believe in themselves, have true belief in themselves.
I like that. We've just gone from show up to self, connect with self, you know, listen to self, and actually, yes, find self-love, but then belief in self. Yeah, that's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
To leave with an attitude of, yes, I can do this.
And I've got my back.
Yeah.
I've got my back.
Yeah.
And then what happens? This is not just about a narcissistic exercise. It's actually when we can fill that up, then we can actually be in service in the world. We can fulfill our roles, whatever roles they be in life. There's more of us to give.
Yes.
So it's the very opposite of that
That needy,
ego-driven.
needy, craving, wanting, grasping,
Yeah.
icky sort
Yeah.
of state.
Yeah,
It's the opposite.
absolutely. We agree.